Hey traders, how's everybody doing? Hey, I was trading from the mobile a lot today. I was taking a road trip from Pittsburgh down. I'm in North Carolina now. Um, but listen, there's a counter trend move going on if we want to talk global macro. So I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Let's just start with the dollar, right? That's where we always want to start from. You get the dollar right, you're gonna get a lot of other things right. So we've been in this long-term uptrend. All right, the last higher low was in December. All right, now we're starting to this 2-day pullback. There's a lot of crowded trades, guys. Whether you're looking at the yen, whether you're looking at short bonds, whether you're looking at short gold, um, long the Russell, long oil. These positions are very crowded. I mean, you're looking at Z scores of well over 2 standard deviations on a 1-year basis. If you're looking at the CFTC options and futures contracts. So look, when you get that type of, we had a huge move right after the election that a lot of people missed and everybody chased, and so everybody's probably leaning. There's a lot of people that missed. There's a lot of traders that have the same trade on from bad levels, and so when that happens, you can get a pretty decent contrarian move the other way. So I don't want us to be alarmed by this type of pullback. And this is the second day we've been down. But the key area we want to watch on the dollar is right here, this higher low around 99.5 on the March futures contract. And that's going to be right around these upper bands. So don't rule out another sell-off maybe into early or mid part of next week right around these bands. That's kind of what we want to anticipate. Now, if we get a buy setup here and we make a higher low relative to these lows, that should be expected also because we're in an uptrend. All right, and if we get that type of setup, I mean, you guys know what to do, especially those that you're on the full access team. If we get a setup, I mean, we're going to take it and we'll know where to put our risks. Now, if you want to look at the reverse of that trade, the euro, I want you to be patient here also. I put a little bit back out that I signaled from the road, and this key area to watch now is this pivot high from last week. Call it 106.5. All right, I guess the exact level is 106.54. If we get above there, I want you guys to play defense with the idea that the market's going to test these bands and then maybe this high up here. The high back here in December, which is up around 108.75. So what I mean by playing defense is if we trade above this high intraday and then close above it, intraday, it depends on how it trades, but if it's an hourly close above there, I may take 80% off and then wait to really hit it hard up here around 108.5, 109. And that's how I want to play this short, because this is a crowded trade. I mean, when the euro broke on the weekly level, there's going to be a lot of people that were waiting. They have the wrong, I don't know, they just have a poor model where they're just looking at the low, it breaks, they want to sell it down, and they sold into the lows. Let's see if I can hide this. All right, so we haven't even closed one weekly candle below this low, which is actually very meaningful. But there's a lot of people that were had itchy trigger fingers here and probably put some size on when we traded through the low on an intra-week basis. So you could see this come down here and even rally back all the way to 109.80. It's very, very possible. All right, but that's the clear pivot on the daily level, 106.60. And then maybe we'll get the move back to 108.75. And don't forget, there's all these lows here that we broke. Low here, low here, low here. That's going to be resistance. We broke it, came back, retested it. Nice topping tail. You should expect more of the same if we get back into this 108 level. So you need to be patient with your size if you're shorting longer term as a core position or if you're swing trading. All right. And then also, if we take a look at long bonds, I talked about this was a nice move down. Again, this is a crowded trade, so everyone wants to be short bonds. So we got to be patient. I mean, I'm leaning a little bit short, but I want this to come back about halfway of this move down. So my traders know we build that bearish wall. You bounce back halfway, 1057. That's the sweet spot on the long bond that I want to be short, core short. So this can continue further, and don't be surprised if it does. And then if it doesn't, and we get a bearish reversal, we take out that low, some sort of price action like that, then we'll just short into that, stop above the high. We'll just see what the market wants to give us here. Same thing on dollar yen. Very crowded trade, huge move up. This is really the first day where we saw some distribution. All right, the cycle turned lower. So we'll see. I'm just gonna, I nibbled a little bit here today, but I really want to see this correct further. And if you take, if we just take a simple drawing from the lows, all right, there's our bullish wall. If you really wanted to change the color, make it green for the bulls, right? Halfway of that wall puts you right at the bands, it puts you right at the pie line. That would be the ideal spot to get aggressively long term. All right, so we'll see. This is the first down day. It's a decent real money candle. It shouldn't surprise you though. We've had just an enormous epic move with no real correction. So one day down like this, you got to be patient. I don't want you guys rushing in and buying these dips or selling the rallies on the euro aggressively after it's had that type of move. All right, gold and bonds trade the same way, pretty much. Gold can go higher. I've been saying that since last week, 1200, right around pi here, right around the upper bands. I'm leaning small short. It's small for a reason. I want this to go back against me and then lay into it on the short side at better levels. This 1200, 1225 area is really good resistance. Even all the way back to 1250, you want to be a seller. And then I guess lastly, stocks. I was noticing this last night. You guys know the 8.6 year economic business cycle, global business cycle is 8.6 years, but that wave frequency also exists, and the cycle exists on the daily level all the way down to the 1 minute. But we had a nice cycle high on the 8 count in the middle of December, and sure enough, cycle low is the 8 count on the daily level back here last week on the 30th. So stocks to me still seem poised to make new highs, and we made some other good FX calls. I guess I don't really have time to get into it, but we said dollar peso can make a new high. I signaled buy here just 2 days ago, and we made a new high already. So that was a good call. We made some good money there today. But listen, guys, I'll be on in the morning. Been on vacation, so I'm excited to be back with you live for a little bit tomorrow. And then I actually got to get back on the road. But I'll see you guys and talk to you in the morning.